What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the P4G. Now, real quick, I kind of wanted to go over some stuff. First off, as you notice by the headset, shit, absolute shit. I'm so angry with it that I could just cry. But basically, it just took a massive shit on me. I went to record this Teambuilder, and it said fuck you, so I had to grab my Turtle Beaches from my Xbox, and I'm just going to use those for a couple videos until I'm able to get this set up. I'm also going to see if maybe having my webcam directly plugged into my laptop can actually help with the lagging that I've been having on it, because normally I have to use a USB extender because I have a Mac. It only comes with 2 ports. It sucks, but anyway, that's why I'm wearing this stupid thing. Secondly, you'll notice that the past 2 weeks I have not uploaded a P4G game. First one was against Illumio City Diggersby, and I'm going to just go over the game generally because A, I did not save the battle code. B, when I was recording it live, I kind of sort of botched the recording because I did not have... Anyway, I'm really angry at this thing right now. I'm heated, but... So, anyway, that whole recording thing kind of sort of went to shit. I did lose. I lost 2-0, I believe, maybe 3-0, something like that. Series of really weird plays just threw me off, and I wasn't really expecting them, and it was good playing on his part, and I just lost. It's the way the game works, so I'm 4-1, and that was a little depressing for me because I wanted to go undefeated. I really wanted to go undefeated, but, you know, my head was probably getting a little too big, and I needed to be brought back down to earth a little bit, so... It was the same week that I lost to Mono, so 2 losses in 1 week. That hasn't happened to me in a really long time, so I was really upset about that, but, you know, it is what it is. Then, last week, I was supposed to be playing Fat King Charmander, and whenever I went to play him, we just couldn't get a time set up, and he gave me the win. He just took a forfeit and said I can have the win. So I got a 1-0 victory for that, so... not that good a differential-wise, however, it's still a victory, and that still counts for something, I guess. So we are 5-1 with a... I don't even know the differential, and I don't feel like looking it up, so... But I'm 5-1. That's all you guys need to know. Right up there with John. I think Psycho More as well only has 1 loss. He might have 2 losses, I can't remember. But there's a lot of people that are 5-1, and that's really awesome. But so that means I have to step up my game for this match. So... This week, I'm actually playing Chance, the ALBG, I believe. I haven't looked at it in a couple days, but he's coach of the Camden Ursarings. Really awesome dude. Really nice guy. Like him a lot. So let's just go ahead and go over the mons that he could be bringing. As you can see on your screen, they've been up the whole time. He could bring a Garchomp, Gliscor, Chandelure, Snorlax, Jellicent, Weezing, Mega Arrow, Toxicroak, Superior, Manectric, and Scrafty. So first thing you notice about his team, he has a lot of common weaknesses. He has Garchomp and Gliscor, both are quad weak to ice. He has Chandelure and Jellicent, which are both weak to ghost or dark. He also has Mega Arrow, which has a lot of weaknesses like water, steel, things of that nature. He also has Superior, which is weak to ice. He has Scrafty, which is 4 times weak to fairy. There's a lot on his team that has a lot of really good weaknesses that are kind of sort of on the frailer side that I can kind of hope to take advantage of. But so realistically, I kind of just went into this game wanting to have a little bit of fun with some sets, along with bringing some stuff that was really good against his team. The first thing that I knew kind of sort of had to come was this Mesprit set. It's very offensive with Expert Belt. I wanted to have Life Orb, but I didn't want to take the damage since I'm gonna be taking rocks. I'm not going to be outspeeding everything on his team. I'm going to be outspeeding mainly his walls and a couple of his slower offensive mons. I can outspeed a lot of stuff and just OHKO it. Like Ice Beam on Gliscor and Garchomp, completely OHKO it. Shadow Ball to Chandelure does a shit ton of damage if he's like... I'm trying to think, what was the set? He's like... Well, that's another thing I kind of wanted to say, that I don't mean this to sound really degrading to Chance, but he runs very standard sets. He runs the Smogon sets or whatever Showdown recommends. So, Scarf or Specs does a lot of damage to it. Can I outspeed this thing? I can't remember if I made it to outspeed. I did not. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that if he's Specs, but whatever. I have a decent switch into it, I guess, a little bit. Not really, actually. I kind of have to put a lot of pressure on it. But Psychic is there mainly for the Wheezing and the Toxicroak, and then Dazzling Gleam is there mainly for the Scrafty. A lot of his main offensive threats that he could be bringing to this game, this thing can actually do a lot of damage to, especially if I save it for late game and I get some paras or something like that. Could do a lot of damage to his team. The next thing that I definitely had to bring was this Mixed Defensive Roarcoon. This is guaranteed that a +2 Snorlax's Body Slam cannot 2-hit KO me. This also, if he's uninvested in attack and like a bold or a impish nature or something like that. This also guarantees that Scarf Chandelure cannot 2-hit KO me with Shadow Ball. Trying to think, Mega Arrow can't 2-hit KO me with Stone Edge. I can live a Toxicroak's Poison Jab. Garchomp's Dragon Claw cannot 2-hit KO me. There's a lot of stuff that this thing can do against this team that's just really awesome. And as I said before, Ice has a very good matchup against this team, so I had to bring Ice Beam. Bringing Roar for a couple different reasons. He has some really good setup sweepers in Gliscor, Garchomp, Snorlax. He also has Mega Arrow with Home Claws. He has SD Toxicroak. He has Superior, which has very good setup in Leaf Storm. So I had to bring Roar just in case one of them set up. Primarily not the Superior, hopefully, because that's spooky, but otherwise I can just roar out things like the Snorlax. I can roar out the Gliscor. If I can't OHKO with Ice Beam, I can roar out the Garchomp. I can do a lot of stuff like that and be pretty good to go. I can also roar out the Jellicent freely. I'd be pretty happy with it. But as you're going to see, I don't have rockers on this team, so I'm not bringing stealth rocks at all, which means I have to be able to handle this team from full health, every single one of them, and that's a little depressing, but I could not fit hazards on this team. Anyway, let's go on to the next mon, which is going to be my Choice Scarf Togekiss. I love Choice Scarf Togekiss. This, I'm bringing enough speed to speed tie with Chandelure, guaranteed, so... And I'm pretty sure he just runs like 252 in speed on everything. I have to go back and double check his videos, but I'm pretty sure he does. And with Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Baton Pass, I can do a lot of damage to his team. There's not much that wants to switch in on this thing, and whatever does, I can still Baton Pass out on it and lure it in and go into one of my offensive mons to kind of sort of threaten it out and do a lot of damage to it. This thing is there mainly to be a late game cleaner, hopefully, because it does outspeed like a lot of his team. I actually need to double check and make sure that this can outspeed Mega Arrow. Mega Arrows. By the way, if you don't know how to calculate if something outspeeds, you take the base speed that something is. So as you can see here, as you can see here, 145 is the base speed, and as you can see right here, Mega Arrow tops out at 222. So all you have to do is take a calculator and take 145 times 1.5, and I do not outspeed max speed Mega Arrow because it's 217.5. So that's a little bit less than ideal. However, I can still deal with that in for the most part. That's also assuming that he doesn't run Adamant against my team, which he can easily run Adamant. So it's going to be a pretty tough call to make. However, I can always scout for damage on something else and deal with it that way. Mega Arrow is a massive problem for my team in general, so I'm just going in trying to have fun with it. This Mega Houndoom set is very unique. I'm running a lot of HP investment. I should have made that 244. Looks like I'm going to have to regen this thing. Oh well. But the main reason why I have this spread is because the main threats to my team, in my opinion, are going to be Chandelure and Superior and Manectric, maybe Mega Arrow if he brings it. Chandelure, because I don't have a very good resist to its dual stabs. My water type can easily be hit by Energy Ball and be screwed up, so I'm really expecting Chandelure to be a pretty big threat. And because of that, I wanted to have Pursuit on this thing. I wanted, if he's Choice Specs or Choice Scarf, I wanted to make sure that I could live any hit, I could Pursuit Trap it and do a massive amount of damage to it. I could also run Dark Pulse and hit it that way if he wants to stay in on it, and I can still hit Jellicent pretty hard. And Fire Blast is there because it still hits very hard against the rest of his team, aside from the likes of Mega Arrow. Everything else, and, well, Jellicent, but I have Dark Pulse for that, and Snorlax, which I'm expecting could be a switch into this thing. That's why I had Taunt, because I don't want him to curse up on me As you will see, I'm bringing a couple different checks to Curslax because it's extremely threatening. Being swept by a setup sweeper that is slower than you is the most depressing thing in the entire world, and it feels like shit. Like, that's why Clefable is so annoying. That's why Curslax sucks to go up against. That's why things like Curse Miltank, if you get 6-0'd by it, it just pisses you off because it's slower than you, and you feel like shit about it, so. Because it just never fucking dies. To where if something is faster than you, it can just sweep through you and kill everything, but if you're going up against something that's slower than you, you're just hoping that you can eventually kill it, and you never can. So taunt is really important for that. But yeah, that's basically the Mega Houndoom spread. Pretty self-explanatory. I really like it. This Life Orb Raichu, it's there mainly to hopefully deal with the Jellicent, which I have a little bit of trouble with right now, aside from the Mega Houndoom. I wanted to be able to weaken that, so whenever it comes in on my Mesprit, Shadow Ball can 2-hit KO it, or Psychic can 2-hit KO it. This also allows me to outspeed Manectric, and if he gives me the Lightning Rod boost on Volt Switches, that'd be really nice. I cannot outspeed Superior. That's a problem. However, I do have my Mega Houndoom, which can, and hit it with a Fire Blast and no-KO it from full. As long as I'm Mega Evolved already, I have my Choice Scarf Togekiss, which can Air Slash it and deal a lot of damage to it. So, hoping I can deal with it that way. But just standard .jpeg plus Encore. Encore is also there for Curslax. If he decides to curse up in my face on something, I can Encore it, and I can hopefully whittle it down with Thunderbolts. I'll be able to outspeed it. He can set up to +6. No matter what, I'll be able to Encore him and wear him down to the points where I can just kill him eventually. Or I will die to my own Life Orb Recoil, which is no bueno. So, as you will also see, everything on this team is special attacking. Everything. I do not have good physical attackers on this team, and that's something that I really did poorly in my drafting, so I think I might have to try to fix that up. My best one is really Tyrantrum, and I don't think Tyrantrum has the best matchup this game, so. This last mon is the meme of the team, and I want to apologize in advance to Chance for this one. Oh god. Physically defensive, Worry Seed, Toxic Protect, Leech Seed, Roserade. If you guys don't know what Worry Seed does, it takes the ability that your opponent has and it turns it into Insomnia. So, what this means. Superior will no longer have Contrary. Manectric will no longer have Lightning Rod. And the two biggest ones, Gliscor will no longer have Poison Heal, or Toxic Heal, or whatever it's called. Snorlax will no longer be able to rest. Because of Insomnia, it won't be able to use Rest. That means I can Toxic it, I can Leech Seed it, and I can stall it out. And that's awesome. I can Leech Seed things like the Jellicent, and I can Protect, and I can Leech Seed stall it. And I can really get the damage that I need off on his walls to kill it with my Mesprit, or sweep up late game with my Togekiss. The combination of this cancerous spread, I'm circling it with my mouse that you guys can't see, but the combination of this cancerous spread plus this should just win, hopefully. If I'm able to Toxic Stall a Snorlax with a Roserade, I'm going to feel like such a douchebag, but I don't even care. It's so funny. I'm hoping that works. I really like it, but that is basically the team. I'm going to be having the battle here in about 4 hours or so. So excited. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you are excited for the P4G to be back after a very long break, also I have a bye week coming up in like 2 weeks, so keep that in mind. But if you're excited for this to be back, make sure you go down to the like button, you click it, you tickle the like button, because sometimes you gotta tickle the like button to make it happy, and you leave a comment for me letting me know what you think of this team, and especially this cancerous spread right here. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna go on and get on out of here. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.